Welcome to the Bestseller Club series interview. This is Som Batla, a former lawyer turned into author and a founder of Author Freedom Hub, which is a community of aspiring authors where we write book, publish book, and take it to bestseller level. And today, in this Bestseller Club series interview, we have with us Neeraja Bandi from Hyderabad. Neeraja has been an operations manager from last 23 years in the financial service industry. She has also been into IIM Kozhikode Executive Management Development Program, and interestingly, she has sold more than 2,500 copies in the last few months as a first-time author. So what a journey, Neerja! What a journey! Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Thanks a lot, Som. Thanks for actually having me in. It's a pleasure and honor to be sharing the screen space with my
Wonderful.
mentor. A
Wonderful.
big hello to all the viewers and readers as well.
Wonderful. So, if you, watchers of the video, if you're watching the channel for the first time, I ask you to subscribe to channel, hit the notification bell, because I am coming with many such interesting interviews. And today is going to be a special one because Neeraja is specialized in women empowerment, and her first book was Empower to Transform, Transform to Empower. So precisely, she joined the community in the month of October 2020 as a first-time author, and she published her first book in the month of January, and second book was published in the month of April. And both the books have touched bestseller at Amazon India, and interestingly, as I told, 2,500 copies as a first-time authors. What a wonderful achievement, Nirja. So let's get started with discussions. And why don't you start with precisely your brief background? I just talked about certain areas. So just quickly tell the viewers about your journey, and then we'll talk about from your journey how you ended up being an author and as a successful author in India. Yes, over to you.
Hmm. Yeah, I am Neeraja. As introduced by you already, I have been an operations manager in a private company here in Hyderabad for almost 23 years. Uh, Writing journey for me started off in the lockdown. It's been a blessing in disguise for most of us
Yes.
who have joined the community. So it's the same with me as well. Um, some of my key interests actually include writing. Writing, reading was always my passion. So, as quoted by Benjamin Franklin, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing.
Wow.
So, I am actually into my first step. I'm trying to write something that is worth reading for the audience.
Mhm.
My writing journey, yeah, as I mentioned, I had this passion of writing since very long time. But though I had the passion, I could not really explore much due to my professional career.
Right.
And in 2020, many of us had to work from home due to lockdown, and I had lots of time in hand to explore, use my free time in hand uh, effectively. I browsed a lot of posts on social media.
Mhm.
I've attended a lots of webinars, and actually, one such webinar motivated me to start my journey as an author.
Wonderful.
So, my books actually focus on educating, informing, as well as entertaining the readers.
Mm.
So, I do not want to restrict myself to any specific genre. I would like to keep experimenting, writing all genres of books.
Wonderful.
So, it is basically the introspection of the readers through whatever I write, and think what are the consequences when they read the book. So
Amazing.
I want it to be informative, and I also write blogs to one of the 1 million talents audience,
Mhm.
and I also mentor the team. As you already mentioned, my first book was published in January, and my
Can you
second
show the
book,
book, please?
yeah, this is my first book,
Empower to Transform.
Empower to
Okay,
Transform.
let me show that on the screen. Let me show on the screen. Let me show that. One second. Let me show on the screen. There we go. Yes, audience, please see. Empower to Transform, Transform to Empower. This is the first book she wrote, and let me show the
And
second book which she wrote, The World as a
this
Neural Network. It is a
this
bestseller, still
is
bestseller. Yeah,
yeah, this is
great.
my second book.
Great, great, great. So, as Neerja, you're rightly telling that you don't want to restrict yourself to different or one single genre or niche. So, there are two books appear to be, showing that clearly. That one was on the transformation of women, that is on AI stuff. So
totally different genre, different areas, though non-fiction, different areas, but totally educate the readers.
Yeah. So let's talk about your first book, Empowered to Transform. Why did you choose about specifically the women empowerment? You are a woman and you have been into the ICC committee under the Prevention of Sexual Harassment Act. So I know that that topic is close to your heart, but let's have your views on why, as a first-time author, you chose to write about women empowerment.
Yeah, as you rightly mentioned, I was actually involved with women networks uh, in my organization. I was also a member of ICC, which is Internal Complaints Committee under the Act, POSH Act, so which is prevention of sexual harassment. So let me start off with two powerful quotes, which say, "Girls with dreams actually become women with passion." Or you can say women with vision. So that's one quote. And the second quote is, "If you teach a boy, you educate only an individual. But if you teach a girl, you educate an entire community."
Powerful, very powerful.
Yeah, these two, when I was researching, I came across these two quotes and they actually motivated me. Growing up, I witnessed a lot of, firsthand how a lot of incidents, firsthand how society treated the women unfairly. This is way back. I'm talking about almost like 25 years back. At home, most of the mothers were tasked with domestic duties, and all the important decisions were always taken by men. At corporate setup as well, I have seen more the ratio between women and male who are working was just like 80-20 ratio. Even now it's the same when I left the organization in 2021. Even in colleges, if you see, the dean is almost, wherever I have observed, most of the times it is a male. So these observations actually got me thinking, why is the society actually set up this way? After years of being into the financial services industry, I could not help but ponder on how greatly gender inequality has infiltrated into our organizations and society in general. So these are all the incidents which actually motivated me. And my key motivation was my vision of a society where women have equal opportunities to men.
Absolutely.
So inspired by the likes of Mother Teresa, Kalpana Chawla, especially Oprah Winfrey, I believe that this book will actually challenge most of the women to speak up, be more confident, and make the most out of their lives.
Right. You rightly mentioned about the role of women in the society, the way it has been from centuries, and I believe that it will still take few more decades to happen, because I've also worked in the corporate 17 years, and the ratio is like 80-20. You're saying maybe it's 90-20. A lot of men and few women, and ratio is a little bit increasing, but yes, generally it is that way. And that in that arena, woman has to be more courageous to get into that environment where she has to face those all men and take the gender next level. Wonderful. So Neerja, let's talk about how long you're thinking of writing a book about this topic or maybe different topics. And you told already that because of the professional commitments you could not write earlier. So now just talk about that, how long it was, like it was a few years or how long it was that. And
when I was 16 years old, probably, I started writing diary when I was in my hostel, just to put out all my thoughts in the form of a book. It was very casual. I never thought I would be writing something so important, or it was just my day-to-day activities and what I felt about each and every day. So it was just writing. After that, it's been like 2 or 3 years, and then it totally stopped. I never again thought about it. Then in my office, when I was working, as mentioned earlier in the WINS organization, etc., I had that opportunity to actually write some blogs. We had this read club wherein I conducted some sessions, and then we had to post whatever has been conducted in the session. So that way my writing journey started slowly. And again, there was a break after 94. when I actually relocated from Karnataka to Hyderabad after my marriage. So I started my working journey as a professional from 98. There was nothing about writing after that. And then last year, it actually kicked off in a big way when I was part of a TMI community here. And they actually wanted people to write an article. And it was an anthology sorts, wherein we were 10 authors who had our bit written for an article. So that's how 2020 started, or you can say ignited the journey of writing last year. So
did you imagine ever that not only you will be publishing your book yourself, you will be hitting bestseller at Amazon? What was the
never.
What was the era before that when you were thinking of writing about? But now publishing yourself, hitting bestseller, how does that journey look like to you? Please tell the audience.
See, the first book is always your baby. You enjoy writing it. I did a lot of research for the book. It took me around 1.5 months to research the book, but finished writing in just 10 days.
Okay.
So it is a book which has 25,000 words. And I started writing it just 1K. And actually, this was not my first book. I wanted to write a fiction. So I started off my journey with a fiction about my dad, who is no more right now. But I thought, let people know how strong was my dad and what initiated, or what was my impact of my dad on my personality or on my nature. So I thought of writing that first, but somehow I could not move more than 2K words. It's still lying there, and someday I would actually see that that book is complete and be published. Probably after a few books, I'll get some experience. Fiction writing is a bit difficult when compared to non-fiction. That's my through my experience, I understood that there is a lot of dialogue writing, which I still need some experience for that. So I thought, let me start off with non-fiction, and I thought, let people know what my thoughts are about a particular topic and see whether it works out. So that's how I started, and that journey.
10 days. You said 10 days you were able to write the book.
Yeah. 10 days, one chapter every day. It had 10 chapters, including the introduction. So I finished one chapter in a day, which had almost like 2,500 words.
How does it work? Like if somebody has a total clarity of what to write, 10 days is, I think, sufficient time, right?
Yes. If you have the concept steady, what has to be written in each chapter, if everything is defined perfectly, you can finish it in 10 days. And there are people, I have seen authors who have finished their book in 2 days and 3 days as well. Wonderful. If you know what you have to write, if you're sure about what the content is, you can definitely finish it.
There is a wonderful quote which goes like this: clarity precedes success. If you're totally clear about what needs to be done, your journey becomes very fast.
And consistency is the key.
Absolutely. Consistency is the key. I mean, it doesn't work in spurts like it. You have to be consistent in doing the action. Wonderful. Yeah. Great. So first book is about empower to transform. Second book is all about AI thing. So why? I mean, it's entirely different two things. You said you want to write diverse things. So is it the world as a neural network? Talk about this book. What this book is about?
Well, after writing my first book, I was just thinking I was doing some research on what to write next. Would I write a series on women empowerment? Let me cover some more chapters on women empowerment. And I got some suggestions from my friends to add some more case studies, etc. for that chapter. Then I thought, would I do that? I was just thinking, doing some research. Then I was discussing with my son, who is a data analyst, and he suggested me to do something on artificial intelligence, because data is the new gold now. New oil, you can say. Everywhere it's information and data, which is very important and key. So he suggested me. Then when I was researching, I got to know some interesting facts about artificial intelligence. Like most of the AI bots are female, like Siri and Alexa.
And, why is that? Let's talk about why is that.
I think people love the voice of females very much when compared to men, audio without seeing them. Then I got to know that AI recognizes emotions. That was a surprise for me. Then
Okay.
AI has nationalities and passports as well. There is one robo called Sophia, and
Hmm.
this wasn't news to me. It has got a nationality of Saudi Arabia. So even robots have nationality, and AIs too can write. So all these facts actually build that keen interest in me to do some more research about it. So while researching, I got some important facts about
Hmm.
that, and that continued for some time. And then I thought, yeah, now is the time for the content to be written as a book.
I'm curious to know, like, AI, was it your subject in the career, or is it
No,
like, okay?
see, when I was giving some suggestions in my first interview for the viewers or the upcoming
Hmm.
authors, I said write what you know,
Hmm.
and now I change it to write what you know and also write
What you want
what
to
you
know?
don't know or what you want the readers to know. That
Oh,
will actually explore your learning,
wonderful.
um, and readers would know much
Yeah.
more than what is required.
Yeah, I'm just showing
So
the index to the watchers.
yeah,
Wall Street to Washington DC, China social credit model, European model for data privacy. So this is too intriguing because see, uh, these is very technical subject, and you being into operations and people management, you chose this subject. So that's why I keep on saying that you can research anything in the on the planet, and everything
yeah,
is available these days. And if you are having a research mindset, you can write on any topic. The way I
yeah.
wrote the book about happiness, about intelligent thinking, creative thinking, being a lawyer and a company secretary, so it means one can choose any topic, right, on which
Yes,
one has
yeah.
interest.
Based on my experience, I can say that write
Yeah.
what you know and write what you don't know also through research. There is a lot of information available on internet, and you
Hmm.
have surveys which you can do. You have lots of colleagues, you have lots of friends, you can contact them. You can get a lot of information. There are different sources from where you can gather information and then put it in a form of the book.
One. So how long does this did this research took for you, and how long you took to write this book?
See, I finished my first book and it was published on January 14.
Hmm.
So this took me around 2.5 months, including the
Research plus
research, writing, everything.
that is amazing.
So April 28th and April 28th in the sense almost like 2.5 months. Meanwhile, almost I lost 1 month with all the resignation formalities, etc. Till March, I did not work on
Okay.
anything.
Got
So it was April, which I actually worked on the entire book, including the research and writing. So the February end was my last working day, and entire March was just uh,
formalities and
about the
everything.
job, thinking about it, and what actually made me lose the job. All those facts
Hmm.
impacted me, and I could not actually go through writing in the month of March. So it
Hmm.
was again getting back to writing in the month of April. I had some very good friends who motivated me to start writing.
Wonderful.
So April was a month wherein I started writing. So it probably took me 28 days, including
Hmm.
publishing, to write
This must be
research.
exciting for the new first-time authors who are watching this interview, because you chose a topic which was not your core. See, first of all, you took the topic which was your core, women empowerment, because you are into
Yeah,
the everything about women, and you're part of internal complaints committee
committee.
under the post, and that was easy for you to write. But
Yeah.
then you shifted the gears. You took a topic which was suggested by your son, and you researched that. Within a period of 60 days or so, you're able to research and write the book in entirety. So does it mean that anybody who is willing to write on a particular topic and learn on that topic can write a book, right?
Yes, of course they can. When people like me can write without any experience of writing, if you have that passion in you, you can definitely write.
Amazing journey. This is really getting exciting. And now let's talk about writing. Was your forte since you were 16? You're writing a lot of stuff in the blogs and articles and everywhere, but publishing was totally a new game for you.
Yeah.
Marketing was a totally new game for you. Let's talk about the complete journey in terms of what kind of challenges you faced in publishing your book, in marketing your book, and what are the steps you're taking right now to improve that game.
Um, Yeah, very good question actually. Writing wasn't that difficult as I thought. I could do it quite easily without the help of uh, many. After writing was my actual journey, which started with a lot of phone contacts to my colleagues, my friends, and the group that is already formed here, the AFH community. I started contacting many of them and asked what. And yeah, after writing, I did my editing on my own. I never took any professional help for editing my books. So till then, the journey was excellent. From there, I didn't know how to format the book. I didn't know, of course, cover design. I had my concepts ready. So my cover designs in the reviews as well, they had got good reviews. The cover designs, the content, title, everything was perfect. So I did not bother about that much. It was about the interiors for my KDP, the formatting part, which actually took me a lot of time to learn the nuances about that. And that was a time when actually I did not have the time to watch the videos. So that is the period where I faced the difficulty. Then I got in some time to watch the videos and see what's everything about formatting the book, the interior for the paperback, for the KDP version, etc. And then I learned a lot. And of course, publishing also has become easy now, but marketing, yeah, still a newbie in that area, and lots of research still to be done in the area of marketing. But yeah, I can say that people are contacting me for new ideas in marketing because I have already sold 2,500 copies of my first book and 500 copies of my second book. Amazing. Without actually doing anything on AMS, without actually going with the BookBub ads. Yeah. So and social media. That, what will happen? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what will happen, but yeah, social media really helped me a lot in this. I have used social media left and right to advertise, to promote my books, and my network, of course.
Amazing. And the journey of 23 years in the corporate world, all the networks which you have formed in so far, that has really
actually helped me.
Played a lot of role here.
Yeah. Wonderful. And I have done my sales offline also through bookstores. I've contacted some bookstores along with my colleague here in Hyderabad, who is also an author. So offline also, we tried doing some experiments in sales. So we had some sales executives without paying them salary on commission basis. We are planning to actually go with that also.
Great.
Let's see how it works. So I'm
you are really acting. You're really acting like an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah, hope so.
Okay. One thing I'm just curious to know. You said that before watching the course videos, you just were trying to get help from the community people, how to do that and this. But then you watched the course video and everything became clear. Is it
that? Is for the second book.
Okay.
So first book, without watching any videos, I took the help of my colleagues in the group, and there is an author here in Hyderabad as well, whose name is author. He's a doctor by profession, into his final semester, but still he took pains to actually help me out with the formatting. We were on Zoom call for almost 5 hours formatting the book together. So it worked. There were many people. Abhishek Tripathi was there. He really helped me out with the formatting. And
about second book, you did watch the videos and then
second book I mostly I did it on my own. Did not take much help. But from the third book onwards, I have decided to publish it on my own, including the paperback as well. So now it is only KDP which I've done on my own. From the next book onwards, it will be, because I had the contracts before I joined the author community group with the publishers. So from the next book onwards, definitely I'll do that also on my own.
Amazing, wonderful. Great. So you are a writer since beginning. You learned the publishing and you're learning marketing, and you already sold 2,500 copies in the network of yours on. Now, somebody who's watching this video, is this interview, if he's thinking of publishing on his own, marketing on his own. So what is your experience with the Author Freedom Hub course, the community weekly sessions? Can you please talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. The videos are actually, very helpful. They do not have, they are not lengthy videos wherein you will have to spend lots of time. These videos are actually short and really helpful. So whatever topic you want, there is a video already available in the course. So you can watch that and learn everything on your own. So and then there is this community, there is this group, you have Telegram group, you have the AFH community on Facebook. um, you put your query there and people are always ready to help in whatever way they have. I mean, whoever has already been experiencing success in that particular area, they're within seconds. You don't even need to wait for hours. Within seconds you will get a response. Then there are these weekly sessions which actually help you learn more from the sessions that are going on every week. And then there is this contest, Publithon. And actually, I forgot to mention about the first book was the result of Publithon only. So, but somehow our team did not win. That's fine. But I could publish my book within that slot. I'm happy. And I'm also happy to share that my second book has actually become eligible to be displayed in British Library in Kolkata.
Amazing. That's wonderful
Yeah.
news. Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So this whole discussion is really very amazing, and people will get definitely a lot of value nuggets. So now let's talk about little bit of personal traits of yours when you were writing, publishing, and marketing, because this all success requires a preparation. People see the events, they don't see the process. So event is you're selling 2,500 copies, but process is what you're doing in the background. What kind of personal traits or habits you developed that you think that you think are important for people to learn? Talk about that.
Yeah, I took inputs from different people and I collected them, and then I tried experimenting one after the other. What works for me, what doesn't work. There is a particular concept which works in a way in one sort of marketing, and that doesn't work for the other concept or the other topic. So that way I collected tips from different members of the community and started experimenting. Let's see what will happen. How much sales do I get with this this way of marketing? Let me see with Insta influencers. Let me see with social media groups, Facebook. Let me try with Instagram. Let me try with Twitter. Let me try with LinkedIn. And let me try with YouTube videos, advertising on YouTube videos, then launch video, then some more videos which I created for professionals and put it on social media. So I did everything. And in case of writing, there is a lot I learned in whatever I have written. As I mentioned earlier, write what you know, and as well write what you don't know, research, get the information and then write. This don't know is for you, not for the readers. Readers would always want to know more and more. So write on a topic which is very important and is helpful for the readers. So whether you know it or not, it doesn't matter. You can writing is always a skill which you can learn, and you get the information from Google anytime.
And it will lead you to many more important sites where you can get a lot of information.
Yeah, a lot of information. Be consistent in writing whatever you write on daily basis. Otherwise, once the flow is broken, it's very difficult for you to get back into the flow. So I have experienced that momentum should continue. So don't procrastinate, be consistent in whatever you're writing. Start writing today and start writing now itself. Don't write it right. Write it and then make it right later. I always keep telling this sentence everywhere. So people will think that what would be perfect when I start writing? This is perfect or not? They keep thinking about that. You keep writing because the first draft is always shitty, which I learned from my mentors. So later when you keep editing first time, second time, third time, and the final draft which is ready will nowhere match with whatever you have written initially. So there is a lot of editing that happens afterwards. And when I am stuck in something, I always keep thinking about it while sleeping. I don't know if it happens with many of the writers or not, but that comes into my dream and I get a solution for that in my dreams. So I don't know how many of them actually believe about that, but I always have a notepad and keep writing whenever I get some thoughts on it, because it's not like this is the time, come on, the laptop is open and I sit and write. Your flows will not come that way. There are your mind keeps thinking about that when you're writing, and when you're not writing also, your mind is thinking about that topic, what to write, what else.
Are absolutely right. Yes, this is what
So you keep noting.
scientist Thomas Edison used to do, because before sleeping he used to put the questions in his mind, in the subconscious mind, and sleep. And all the night the whole questions got processed. In the morning, the first thing he did was open a journal, and whatever ideas came, he noted down. And that's
Yeah.
what our subconscious mind does. And you
Yeah.
said wonderfully about this: don't write for the first time, write and then make it right. Ratan Tata
Yeah.
wonderfully said that I don't make the right decisions. I make the decisions and then
make them right.
then make them right. Wonderful. So this was such a great discussion with you, Nirja, and people would definitely love it. So let me just talk to audience now. My friend, if you're watching this interview and you are someone who want to become an author, then I invite you to join the bandwagon. There is a link below the description where you can watch what this whole author freedom hub community is and how the people are getting success out of this journey. And you can watch that video and uh, join the bandwagon. And if you're someone who want to know more about empowerment of women, if you're interested about learning the AI and its future, then I invite you to watch this, to buy the book from Nirja. The links are also in the description below the video. So click on the links, buy these two books, and you will definitely enjoy these books and learn a lot. So now, before I let you go, Nirja, so what is one parting piece of advice for anybody who is watching this video based on your life experiences so far? Yes.
I have many, but if you ask me for one, it's very difficult. Probably three of these advices would work for everybody. No one else sees the world in the way as similar to how you see it. So you have to share your unique perspective with the world through your writing. That's very important. And value small, consistent efforts, and you will actually achieve big with these efforts. And perseverance fuels the learning experience, as in case of me, when I've written about artificial intelligence, and actually patience beautifies this experience.
Awesome.
So these
The
three.
last one is worth repeating. Perseverance and patience. Please.
Yeah. Perseverance fuels the learning experience, and actually the patience beautifies it.
Amazing. What a wonderful parting piece of advice. So it was great to have you on the show. And with that, I'm ending this show. And watchers, please stay tuned. Subscribe to channel, hit the notification bell, because I'll be coming back with one more such amazing author in front of you. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, Nirja.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, sir.